This is Halloween Part 2. If you will remember, I'm reading to you from this book titled Halloween by Joyce K. Kessel. We just finished up talking about black cats. And now I want to talk to you about jack-o'-lanterns. You know, jack-o'-lanterns are those things, are those pumpkins that people turn into lanterns. They carve faces into a pumpkin and then put a candle inside of it, and that's called a jack-o'-lantern. We got our jack-o'-lantern from Ireland. The Irish tell a story about a man named Jack. Jack was very bad. He could not go to heaven, so he was sent to hell. But he played many tricks there. And the devil finally got angry with him. Can you imagine? Finally, the devil sent Jack out of hell too. Poor Jack, he had no place to go. He had to walk the earth forever and forever. All he owned was a little lantern. The Irish called him Jack of the Lantern. Now, when we cut lanterns in pumpkins, we call them jack-o'-lanterns. So that pumpkin lantern is a jack-o'-lantern. Now I want to tell you a little bit about trick-or-treating and how trick-or-treating got started, because that's the thing that we know most about Halloween here in Los Angeles is trick-or-treating. Well, wearing costumes and trick-or-treating, I guess, are the two most popular things with regards to Halloween today. Well, trick-or-treating came from Ireland too. Long ago, people believed in ghosts. Well, they still do today. Some people do. Clever Irish farmers made use of that. They went to rich homes. They asked for food. And if the rich people would not give any, the farmers played tricks on them. They might steal a gate. They might move a wagon far away. People thought ghosts had played the tricks. We should be nicer, they said. Then the ghosts will leave us alone. So they gave food to the farmers, and the ghosts stayed away. Can you see this picture here? This isn't a very good picture book, is it? Now I'm going to talk about ghosts, because everyone knows that ghosts come out on Halloween. A ghost is a spirit of a dead person that visits a living person. Most people today do not believe in ghosts. But long ago, most people did. Ghosts have been part of Halloween from its very beginning. Do you believe in ghosts? I don't know if I do, but I've seen one once when I was living in Singapore. It was in my bedroom, just a head of this creature floating over the doorway. And its tongue was hanging all the way to the floor. People told me that's a Chinese ghost. Well, I saw one, or at least I think I did, or maybe I was dreaming. I don't know if what was going on with that, but anyway, that's what I remember from my ghost-seeing experience. Anyway, the Celts believed ghosts visited Earth on October 31st. Remember Samhain's Day when all of the dead people came up with Samhain? Well, people in other countries also came to believe this. And there is a big cave in Ireland. It is called the Hell Gate of Ireland. People once believed this cave opened on Halloween. Horrible ghosts flew out of it. People thought the ghosts killed animals. They believed the ghosts took babies too. And this is why people dressed in costume, remember? Well, now I'm going to talk about witches. A witch is a woman with magic powers. Once the word witch could mean a man or a woman, Today, witches who are men are called warlocks, actually. In Scotland, people once believed all witches met on Halloween. The devil called them together. They danced all night. Music was played on the devil's bagpipe. Now, this bagpipe was made from hens' heads and cat's tails. So I'm going to show you a picture now of witches dancing and someone playing the devil's bagpipe. I hope you can see that. There's the devil's bagpipe made from those hens' heads. They used to burn witches too. Witches didn't have a very safe life for a long time. And the next thing I want to talk to you about is apples. Remember Pomona and the fact that when the Romans conquered what is today England and conquered the Celts, they brought the goddess Pomona, and her favorite thing was apples, and so apples became part of Samhain's Day and is still part of Halloween. How do we use apples today in Halloween? Well, let me read this part. We have seen how apples became part of Halloween when the Romans conquered the Celts. Today there are many apple games we can play on Halloween. So that's how we use apples today. We play apple games with them. In Ireland, Halloween is called Apple Night. People tie strings to apples. They hang them from the ceiling. Everyone takes turns. They stand on a chair. The apples swing back and forth. The trick is to take one bite. But you can't use your hands, of course. Then in Wales, people bob for apples. Apples are put in a tub of water. People try to catch one in their teeth. They hold their hands behind their backs. And this is a favorite game in the United States. It's passing an apple from one person to another. You can't use your hands in this game either. You must hold the apple under your chin. When I was celebrating Halloween as a kid, we used to play these apple games, bobbing for apples and passing an apple under your chin. Have you played those games before? All right, well, here's someone trying to take a bite out of an apple. And here's bobbing for apples. Can you see that? Bobbing for apples. Apples are very important on Halloween. Okay, now this is the end of part 2 about Halloween. We will continue with one more part from Halloween.